coach will start with you. And you can ask a question to anyone. We won't be moving the mics. Coach, just how the preparations, summer on how the preparations have been going.
Yeah, thanks, Shubs. Good afternoon to members of the media. We've been preparing very well. We've tried to focus a little bit on understanding what personality is needed from us on Saturday, and the players have been responding well, working hard, and looking forward to a very good game of football on Saturday.
The sound is from the speakers. I don't know, there's members of the media are about it. There's a tingling sound unless you they say they're getting feedback, so it's either you can just unplug them or something. That's it. This one is fine. Any questions from the floor? Benji.
Coach,
How are you, Benji?
fine, how are you, Coach?
Good.
Congratulations for reaching the finals once again.
Thank you, sir.
Coach, you have already played Orlando Pirates and beaten them 1-0 in the league. Did you think that game came at the right time, or you would have waited for the finals before playing them? The second one is just an update on the injury list. How are the players those in out injured? How are they doing?
Yeah, thanks, Benji. The fixture, well, it's in the fixture list, and we know of course we have to play all 15 teams twice in the league, and then of course because we are involved in so many cup competitions, there's that possibility. But the fixture is what it is, at any time we know we have to play everybody, and it's one of the 30 games we have to play. And you are not in control of the timing, so it is what it is. Injury update. There's a lot of work being done by the medical team and the rehab guys, which is very, very good from a sports science perspective. We've only got serious injury to Sipombule, who's still out, and Tapelo Morena out, Tapelo Maseko doubtful, Obas out, will not make it. Nku is back. Lucas Ribeiro will do a late fitness test. So that's more or less what we have. The rest are okay, and we have to manage the situation as it is, and I'm focused on mainly what is on the training pitch and what is available at this moment in time. Doesn't have to focus on the players that are not available.
Thanks. Thank you. Coach, Tshepo from ENC, congrats also for making the final.
Thank you, sir.
So Coach, Saturday offers Sundowns the opportunity to get the first piece of silverware early on in the season. Knowing a team like Sundowns that is obviously fighting for every trophy, the importance of getting that early trophy in the season. Thanks.
Yeah, we have to get it, but this time it's a bit difficult because we're getting it from the defending champions. So we know that we come into the game playing against the champions, and of course that it puts a little bit more from a mental perspective to demand a bit more from ourselves. But of course this is what cup competitions are about, and the players have done exceptionally well to put the team in the final, and now we've got to just fight for one more game and try to make sure that we start the cup competitions off on a very good note.
Coach, good afternoon. We are from New Africa. Congratulations as well.
Thank you, sir.
Have it been situations like this, maybe reaching finals. You see the performance of Pirates sort of dipping in sort of like the past weeks, and pundits now literally easily say maybe this is an easy game for Sundowns. But what sort of caution do you assent to your players going to a match like this with all that sort of like noise from outside, or maybe saying a Sundowns, and talking from an experiential position, having been in this as well? What sort of caution do you place when you're playing tactically as well?
Now, fortunately, there's an experienced group, and there's a leadership group amongst the players, and you just got to trust that they understand the meaning of the game. I don't remember, number one, any easy game for Sundowns. You got to remind me. I don't remember an easy cup final, number two. So you've also got to remind me. And in any competition, once you get to the final, for sure it gets harder than the semi-final, quarter, and any other match. So there's no need for caution to be thrown to the players. I think we've got a very good group of professionals who understand the importance of the game, and now we just have to go for it.
Do you have questions for the players?
Yeah.
For me, the last one for the coach. Coach, just going back to the issue of the injuries, on the Bello, how late are you willing to wait before you can decide whether it's him or not?
Up until I have to hand in a team sheet. So that is as late as 90 minutes before kickoff. And then we will do that for all the players. We've done it before in the past. And any other player, in fact. I think there is possibilities of one or two making it from that injury list, and we will wait up until the last minute to rule anybody out. It's an important game. We need everybody. We've got a very good squad, but yeah, for sure we need everybody. And Lucas is one of those that are important for us, and we will see. The medical team will do the best that they can in that department.
I think let me also, because I don't know if we're going to get another round to ask the players, so maybe let's just end with the big coach first and go to the guys.
No, it's fun, but the thing is, you guys ask for players when they come. There's no questions. So
There's so many
let's-
questions.
let's-
And there's a lot of
let's-
questions from Sailor, there's a lot of questions from
go ask. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alright, so coach, will be different. Good luck.
Thank you.
For the game. And also, I want to find out from you, coach, in terms of the approach. Debsa said something after the last game against Pirates. He said, it's good that they also, gave it a good go and they didn't sit back. Do you expect that kind of approach again from them, for them to throw caution to the wind? Or do you expect them to be a little bit more cautious this time around? I mean, it's a once-off.
You see, the problem is not a problem, but I think the detail is in the fact that the personality of Pirates during 90 minutes is not the same. And all our encounters, the way they start is not the same way as they finish the first half, is not the same way they start the second half, is not the same way they finish the match. And I would assume that just like them, who go into every single detail, we are the same. We try to zoom into the details, we try to plan as best as we possibly can. We try to make sure that the players have enough information. At times we give more information than necessary, but that's what we believe in, because preparation eliminates fear, and I'm a big fan of that statement, because when you are prepared, you have less anxiety. When you have less anxiety, you are able to read and see situations a little bit better. You have an understanding of the opposition. Is it a midfield 5? Is it a midfield 3? Is it a midfield 4? Do they press with 1? Do they press with 2? Do they press with 3? Do they press to go in, out? Do they press to go out, in? Do they build from the back? Which side do they want to go to? So there's a lot of things that the players have to be aware about, and that is the information we try to give them, based on footage, based on data, and also based on a lot of their experiences. You know, we talk a lot to the players. I ask them, how do you feel? What do you think? What did you see? What did you experience? And of course, then you try to formulate some form of ideas about what you want to get from the game. But of course, it's a difficult opponent with some very good players on the pitch, and an opponent that's playing its third cup final as a group. So we know, and we understand the magnitude of the assignment, and we have to go for it as well. And hopefully it's a very good game of football, you know, without the harassment of referees, without the physicality with tackles that are over the top, you know. In almost every game we lose a player against Pirates, like with a very, very severe injury. You know, Hashim Domingo, Kali Black Label. Nasir is still not here because of the situation with Ponchane. In the last game, CBC took Marcelo out on the halfway line with his starts up 2-footed tackle. And Marcelo hasn't really recovered from that. So I'm hoping for a game that doesn't have too much of those, and we have more football, you know, and the people are able to talk about the football and less about the handbags, you know, the things on the periphery. So hopefully that's the type of game we get to witness.
Tamashabala Joseph on Sports.
TT.
Angzama Mungri.
No, yeah,
Captain. No, it's fine. He's got his own. You've got a love and hate relationship with the Orlando Pirates, the Kaizer Chiefs fans, all the other 15 teams in the PSL. And in this match, you come in as one of those players that they know that you orchestrate things. Imagine Gaganan, we're knowing very well that you are not only the captain of Sundowns, but you are one of the kingpins that make Sundowns play. Already, the coach said he's managing you within 70, 80th minutes. He takes you out. Just take us through that as well, Uti. How much damage would we have done by the time we go out of that match? And Maraco's Uti. Oh no. I was only going to get around by 90 minutes. Sailor, since coming to Sundowns, you've acquired and achieved so much coming from the perspective and so much improvement. You're going into this match against a team that knocked you out of the same tournament in Polokwane last season. How much of that comes into mind, knowing that last season you went into this match as outstanding favorites, and then you came from Polokwane disappointed, and they went on to win the cup? Is it revenge on the cards? Just take us through that. As long as okay.
More than sure, Pranti. Greeting to everyone. Pranti, all I can say is that the pressure is always there. It's all about how you push yourself and you stay disciplined and try to be coachable as a player. And for me, I have a good group that always give support and pushes you. And I'm looking forward to the game. And it's going to be an exciting game. That's what I can say. Greetings to everyone. I think it's gonna be a very interesting game, to be honest, because obviously they are the defensive champions. Obviously they'll all come. They want to make sure to win the cup, and obviously we as the coach has said, we are ready and we well prepared. We just want to make sure that we come back with the trophy back home. Revenge. Nah, we just taking every game like normally. It's not all about revenge and stuff. So yeah.
So obviously Pirates is one of the strongest teams in PSL this season. As a group of players, is there extra bit of excitement when you know you guys are playing guys, no matter if it's a cup final or not. Is there a difference in the camp? Guys, we playing Pirates this weekend, and then for Shishi, coach spoke now something about having a clean game, but there's been talk amongst the fan bases that saying that Sundowns has become one of the more dirty teams. Do you think it's true or not?
No, it's not true. We're not dirty. Us, we just want to play football, playing good football to make our fans happy. And obviously, we just want to win games and try to improve ourselves as a team, even individually. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, obviously, when you play Pirates, obviously you know all the time you're gonna be physical, and I'm sure they wanna win the game whenever they play against us. Even us, the mentality they face same because we wanna win every game we play. So
Sure.
Maybe because you play with him up front or in the attacking phase, just I wanted to get your thoughts on the impact that Ribeiro has made since coming to the country, and how big would it be to have him available for the final?
Yeah, obviously, an important player for the team. It will be much closer for us if he's available. Yeah, a good player, strong, he can dribble, he can finish. I mean, he's scoring goal, and he's been helping the team all along, and we need him. Yeah, that's what I would say.
No one had a lot of issues. Dilba, I don't remember you speaking to the media ever since you broke the legendary surprising release record in terms of goals at Sundowns. When you speak surprisingly at Sundowns, oh my God, that's one of the biggest legends in the club history. How does it then feel for you to surpass his records in terms of goal? And as one of the leaders in the team, you've been here for a long time and you've played a lot of finals. As part of the leadership group, what do you then say to the boys? This is the second question. What do you then say to the boys in terms of like the experience of playing finals at Sundowns in the past?
First of all, I didn't know that I was surprised. It was not in my mind. But it feels good because surprise is the same guy that he was always pushing me from day one when I arrived at Club Rock. Even today, he still give me a call and coach me and tell me you should have do this, you should have done this, And I appreciate him a lot. And for the young ones, what surprise did to me, that's what I'm doing to the young ones, trying to push them and trying to make them aware that it's not about one game or 10 games, but it's about trying to be consistent each and every season. I know it's not difficult, but it's doable if you push yourself and you set the goals for yourself. And, yeah.
Any questions this time? Okay. So that will be the last one from you. Then we'll go to
Firstly, to Chish, we all know that you're a guy who loves to play football, and increasingly now, you don't spend 90 minutes on the park. You don't spend 90 minutes on the field. The coach takes you out because they're managing you and stuff like that. Have you come to terms with that? Was it difficult at the beginning to be taken off? Because you love playing so much. And to the coach, I know it probably is not your place, but I'll take a chance in it. When you see the sort of pressure that is in, do you feel for him? Do you feel sorry for him? And if you were to talk to him, what would you say to him?
Yeah, no, I just... Was it difficult? Yeah, very difficult, obviously, but because I love football, I just want to play football, but it's all about understanding, the understanding that I have between me and the coach, and trying to accept the situation, because at the end of the day, he's helping me to be come fresh for the next game. And it's not about me, but it's about the team. You know, we all want to see the team doing well. We all want to see the team win, and we want to win trophies. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I like the disclaimer in the beginning. I know it's not your place. I like the disclaimer, and you're right, it's not my place. What I can say to you is that, of course, there's an empathetic sense because we have the same profession, and I'm sure he will learn and grow from these situations. Today is him, tomorrow is another coach, tomorrow it could even be me. You know, so that's why you have to have some form of empathy and some feelings, but this is our profession and this is what we signed up for. It comes with this and it also comes with that, you know what I mean? So it's part of the package. Some people say with eloquent English that when you pray for the sun, be prepared for the rain, and when the rain comes, be prepared to deal with the mud. So that's our profession. We pray to be head coaches of big clubs, and when you are a head coach of a big club, you have to be prepared to deal with very uncomfortable situations. And I know because I've been there. So we're not talking out of lack of experience with that what he is going through. But God loves us all, and I'm sure the sun will shine again for him, and he knows that, and he's more experienced than me, to be honest. He's seen more of these situations than I have, so for sure I should be the last person to give him any form of advice.
It's good to take a chance sometimes.
Yeah, that's why Lotto is such a profitable. We take chances, make a lot of money with it.
Okay, my gents. I remember the final, the TKO final against Chiefs. You were still breaking into the team. Remember the little give and go with Ghana and scored outside the box. You were still like breaking into the team. Now, how's the responsibility now of leading the team, and what memories do you have of Moses Mabhida Stadium? And Sailor, you know, we always talk about you being fit, you know, you run up and down the whole game. Are there any extras that you do to keep yourself in such a, you know, a good shape?
Yeah, no, the memory is like Moses Mabhida is always good. We always win whenever we go there. We always play good football, and the responsibility is always big. To captain Mamelodi Sundowns is not an easy job, but as I said before, with the support that I get from the guys, you know, they make it easy for me, and yeah, it's always good to play with Moses Mabhida.
So after Neo, we'll take the last 3 questions. So
I'll start with, firstly, it's not all about being fit. It starts the training. If the mentality it's right in training, you train proper, you eat proper, you rest. I think you'll approach the game differently. Obviously, you make sure that you help the team with everything you do. You know, so yeah.
You do extras. Do you maybe train on your own? When you leave clock off, what do you do?
No, normally I don't do extras. To be honest, I just train like I'm not like Mchichi, old legs, you know. So
Nobody's true. He works very, very hard in Mchichi.
Coach, there was an observation that was made from a gentleman I was having a conversation with, and I'm inclined to believe that. He said to me in the what was the first season? 2020-21 season and last season, Sundowns played better football than the season in between that. But in the 2 seasons that you were playing better football, you only won 1 trophy, which was the league title. And then in the season when you were playing, I think it was the 4-3-2 with the split strikers, you won the treble, 3 trophies. But the football wasn't as enticing and as beautiful as the other 2 seasons.
what do you then have to do to make sure that this season maybe you achieve both in terms of like, I know your innovative ways and how you want to play in the pitches that you have, how football should be played. What do you have to do as a team to make sure that you win both, like you win all trophies or compete in all trophies and the football is as good?
Yeah, it's a good question, and that's really what we try our utmost to do now. It's a bit complicated because of the number of games and the lack of training time. This week is a little bit of an anomaly for us because we've got some time on the pitch, we've got some work that we can do, we can fix a couple of things with some video sessions that are in relation to our method of playing, and then we can develop our team without a focus on too much. As we get closer to the game, of course, now we start to narrow in and zoom in on the opposition and what the opposition does. But the first couple of days we've used for development of our profile. And what we have to do is continue what we are doing. I think at this moment in time we've found a balance between the two, a very good balance between a pragmatic way of making sure that we get the results, but of course with a profile that speaks to the way we feel about football. You know what I mean? And then what we have to now continue is to be consistent, to be focused, and not get tired of winning. And as soon as we can do that, we'll continue to improve. The good thing about this team is, she said it a couple of minutes ago. He said players must be coachable, and I think that's what we have. You know, we have a group that is coachable, that is always looking to improve, that is focused on not just making the team better, but getting themselves better. And as long as we have that, then we are in a good space, and we'll continue to try to be better and better and better. And that's the focus, is to be better than we were yesterday.
Coach, question. When you have to prepare for a team, first of all, what do you read into Pirates losing 4 games in a row? How difficult is it to prepare for a team that, by all accounts, they still look so good, but they've lost 4 games, which means there's a fault somewhere.
Yeah.
They're not getting things right. How do you prepare for that? And then the second one, just from a coach's corner, the Super League fixtures are out, but obviously the league is not, they're throwing points off the court or whatever.
Yeah.
Is Sundowns going to play? I mean, it's like 3 weeks from now that you have to play these games.
Yeah, in relation to the Super League, it's a pity because I don't have the answers for you, and deliberately so, because we've got a cup final, and the focus has just been on that. I'm aware of the noise, but I don't have enough information to be able to give you a proper, respectful answer in relation to that competition. So you'll have to excuse me by passing that one. Do we look at no? Because and honestly, you can ask the players. I've spoken already about what we have to do, the profile of the opposition. I've said no word about the results, no word, and I do that deliberately, even with all the teams. We don't speak about their form, we don't speak about the results, we speak about their profile. And we profile the players, we profile a lot of other small details which I can't go into because there's a lot of things that go into a football match. Particularly when you play against the teams that are of the profile of Pirates, that can hurt you as well, especially. So you've got to be aware of those situations and pay attention to even the smallest of details. And that's where it ends for us and the rest of the technical team, is just focusing on the details and the minute details, and not necessarily focusing on the form and the results.
Last 3 questions will be Benji, Lorenz, then Goyo. We are fine, that's what okay. So
Coach,
last 2 questions.
Coach Benji again.
Sure, Benji.
Coach, the MTN 8 is the cup that you can win in the fastest way in terms of the games you play.
Yeah.
and winning this one, and already being on top of the league with 10 points ahead, does this ease pressure on you to say, okay, at least we have one trophy already in the bag, then we can concentrate on the league and take it easy on other tournaments as well?
I wish there was a way to ease the pressure at Sundowns. There's no easy way. It's always the profile of the club demands, and yeah, we want to try to win every game. I've said that already publicly, and I cannot back away from that statement. We try to win every game. We try to prepare every single training, every single day to be ready to win every single match, and that means that in whatever competition it is, whatever situation it is, we have to try to win the game, and that's what we will look to do on the weekend. And it has absolutely nothing to do with trying to ease the pressure. The pressure will always be there, and pressure is a privilege, and that's how we look at it. Pressure is a privilege. How we play, if we want the opposition to press us, because pressure is a privilege.